Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, John. So, Ed, what is John to you?
This is John. I once hid behind my shower curtain after mistaking him for a burglar.
Ed's mistaken miscreant. Kate, how do you know John?
This is John. He gave me the best day of my life at the National Funeral Exhibition.
Kate's morbid mate. And Lee, what is your relationship with John?
This is John. He recently named his baby Lee after I helped him deliver it in a local library.
David, where do you want to start?
Ed, where was this shower curtain?
I was renting a new flat, and it was the first night that I was there.
Yeah. And tell us a story.
I was asleep.
Yeah.
And I was woken up by someone coming into the front door, and I wasn't expecting anyone to be coming in.
Yeah.
So my immediate reaction was to panic. I was in a new place, ran to the bathroom, locked the door, got into the bath, shut the shower curtain.
Have you seen the film Psycho?
I haven't.
And Ed, what was he doing in your flat?
So it emerges that he was the previous tenant, and it was his first night in his new place. He was drunk and just went home on autopilot.
Didn't you change the keys when you took over?
You can't just change the keys, you have to change the locks as well, otherwise they don't work.
Well, we got the keys off the landlord.
Yes.
And obviously, John hadn't given his keys back.
So, what happens next?
Well, so I was in the bathroom for
Yeah.
quite a long time panicking because I thought there's a burglar.
How did the panic manifest? Was it palpitations? What was going on?
Sort of an all-over fizzy feeling.
Right?
Are you living with a girlfriend?
Yeah, but she wasn't. She was away for work. I had to do the move, basically.
So you're cowering behind the shower curtain.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're as fizzy as anything.
Yeah.
Girlfriend's away, you do the move. All right, OK. And he's in.
That's exactly how the conversation went.
Yeah. And he's pickled, coming in, fumbling around.
Yes.
Where's my bed? And you're behind the shower curtain.
I was fizzing for about an hour, and I could hear them smashing
an
around,
hour?
like
How much
fumbling
fizzing?
around.
Smashing around or fumbling around?
Yes.
They're different things.
No, well, smashing and fumbling.
Smash, smash,
He
smash.
fumbled.
Fumble, fumble, fumble.
He fumbled.
Smash, smash, smash.
He fumbled.
Your
the-
Tommy Cooper impression isn't getting any better, is it?
He fumbled to the extent that it became a smash.
Ed, what is the moment when you decide to open the bathroom door and emerge?
When it's gone completely silent.
And that doesn't strike you as the most threatening moment?
No, because he might have gone. I was hoping he'd gone.
You come out cowering. Open the door.
I peek and can see that he's fallen asleep on the sofa.
Oh, my God, right.
You're in pyjamas. You go out.
No,
Do you wake him up?
Boxers.
So you're just in boxer shorts?
Yes.
One can feel vulnerable like that.
Yeah.
What do you sleep in, David?
Conventional pyjamas.
Do you sleep in the full
Stylish.
matching top and bottom pyjama?
Actually, at the moment, seeing as you're interested, I have got...
I'm not interested, David, I'm aroused.
My most recent system involves more pyjama-ish bottoms, and then actually it's more like a T-shirt on the top, which is
You
incredibly,
are getting so
incredibly
rock and
modern.
What do you sleep in?
I sleep in my boxer shorts if I'm cold, and if I'm feeling hot, nothing.
Now I'm aroused.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
So you're in a Lee Mack-style nocturnal outfit.
Yeah, but the cold version.
Yeah.
And I gently approach. I did have a small vase in one hand just in case it turned rough.
Had you taken that into the bathroom, or did you pick it up?
On the way.
Right, OK.
Off the little table.
Yeah.
So you'd unpacked the flat in one day, girlfriend away, and
No.
thought the little vase would look lovely here.
Well, I'd not fully unpacked, but I'd unpacked the knick-knack box and the little vase was at the top of it.
Knick-knacks first, necessities later.
Yeah.
We're not animals.
I don't need my clothes, but I tell you what we do need. There's a tiny little trinket area.
All right, look, you're there in your boxers, you got your knickknacks out. What happens... What happens next?
I gently shook him by the shoulder. Gently woke him up, and he was a bit confused, to be honest, but once he realised what he'd done, he was very, very embarrassed.
So what had he been doing for all that fumbling and smashing?
Well, I think he was trying to make himself a snack.
Did you see evidence of what sort of snack it was?
Well, the cupboards were empty.
He'd made himself a lovely knick-knack sandwich.
So, David, who would you like to quiz next?
Kate, so what is the National Funeral Exhibition?
It's like the trade show.
So it's not a permanent thing. It happens once a year, like a sort of conference, like the motor show, that kind of thing.
It's like the ideal home exhibition, the ideal death exhibition.
I like to call it the hearse of the year show. Anyway, a friend of mine who is also a vicar had been to it before and said, you should go to this. And so John took me along because John is my local funeral director.
And why was it so fantastic?
There was lots of things to try out.
Could you get in a coffin?
You could get in a coffin and you could have the lid put on.
Did you give it a try, Kate?
I did get in a coffin and had a little try in one.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm never going to know what it feels like,
You will
really,
one day.
am I?
You will one day. I couldn't do that. Could
You
do
won't
that?
one day, Rob.
Well, I think when we die...
We're alive.
We're still alive.
You're a very spiritual person, aren't you, Rob? Yeah.
Apart from these coffins, what else was on display?
I had to go on a grave digging machine. That was a lot of fun.
With a grave digging machine?
I was going to say, is that just a spade?
So, are you friends?
Yep, he picked me up in his car. We went round the exhibition. He was shopping for some things. He had some things that he needed to buy.
What did he need to buy?
New top hats for all the staff, and he also needed more storage, a bigger fridge.
Sorry, did you just say more storage, a bigger fridge?
Yeah.
Does it have an ice-making machine at the front?
How many times in a week do you guys speak to each other?
Oh, only when we've got work, so it depends what the rate of...
Once again, the subject of the local death rate has come up on the show.
All right. Now then, what about Lee? Just remind us what you said, Lee.
This is John. He named his baby Lee because I recently helped him deliver it in my local library.
OK, so what were
Sorry,
you...
we haven't got time for any more questions.
What were you doing in a library?
How dare you? I'd gone to borrow a book. It's a library.
And John is there with his wife?
Well, yes, he didn't give birth to the baby.
And she's that pregnant?
Yeah. She was on the floor, screaming.
And the library?
I said, are you all right? And she said, yeah, I'm really overdue. I said, don't panic, the fines aren't that big here.
When was this?
Oh, this was, like, this morning. No, it wasn't this morning. It was about 3 months ago.
OK, so you were in the library 3 months ago.
Correct.
During the lockdown, when all the libraries are closed.
I might be wrong with my timings, but it was just...
Feb.
It was the first time the library had opened after lockdown, because that's why it was so quiet. I was first in there.
You were first in when the library reopened.
So did I say library? Sorry,
Yes.
I meant Weatherspoons. I was one of the first in, and I was in there with my mask, and he thought I was a nurse, and...
So what's the first sound you hear from his wife?
Shh. It was on my phone at the time.
Yeah.
Shh. Like that. Right. And then I walked off, but that was about 10 minutes later when she had a baby.
Who was the one who told her it was time to push?
I wouldn't know when someone has to push.
So who was running this whole
You've got
thing?
lots of
He
children.
was running it a bit, the librarian was running it a bit, the other library staff member was out doing it a bit, and I was on hand to help
right,
out.
look,
I was getting it wrong.
Yes,
I was going, pull!
So, just talk us through it. Take us through it stage by stage.
Waters broke in non-fiction, and then she was now...
Now we're in the realms of fiction.
Well, ironically...
We all know that. but
Ironically,
carry on.
the most space was in the children's section. She was lying in the children's section. And she goes, I need something. So I picked off the 0 to 2 books. I said, well, they'll come in handy. And then I started helping out.
How did you help out?
How?
Well, first of all, I held her hand.
Really?
Yeah, but I used 2 hands because I felt it was more intimate. You'll appreciate this. I was giving a little prayer at the same time. Help me out here, please, God, I don't know what to do.
Yes.
No. And did a baby appear, or did she get into the ambulance?
Not only a baby, 3 wise men. He's good, isn't he?
So let's not jump ahead now, Lee. Go through it.
I said jump ahead. It was 2,000 years ago.
Let's go on. So, you've got two hands praying.
Yeah.
What happened then?
Well, and then she starts having the baby. So
I mean, that doesn't happen
What
in an
do you mean?
instant. You got as a little bit of an appearance.
I didn't get involved in the business end, did I?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who did? The librarian?
my manager, he deals with all the business stuff.
All right. We need an answer. So, David's team. Is John Ed's mistaken miscreant, Kate's morbid mate, or Lee's proud parent?
So at the beginning, when Ed first told his story, I didn't buy it. But now, looking at him, I'm getting more of the drunk guy and less of the funeral director.
But that's because he's come and he's all in casual situation. Does John have a family, Kate?
Yes.
What do they comprise of?
I'll tell you. A small baby called Lee and a wife.
He's got a younger son who's going to follow in the family footsteps.
Wow, he grew up quick.
So, what's it going to be then? Time to decide.
Well, John, would you just tell us?
Process of elimination, I'm going Ed.
You're going
Ed.
Ed, okay.
Stories.
Claude?
I'm going Kate.
David, what do you get when you look at John?
Kate has behaved like she knows this man.
OK.
I'll go Kate.
John, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm John, and I took Kate to the National Funeral Exhibition.
Yes, John is Kate's morbid mate. Thank you very much, John. Please welcome this week's special guest, Graham. So, Nicola, what is Graham to you?
So this is Graham, and I once got him to jump out of a cupboard to scare away my hiccups.
Right, Nicola's hiccup hero. Dan, how do you know Graham?
This is Graham, and he is the secretary of my highly exclusive club, and the name of the club, Egg Club.
Right, Dan's club cohort. And David, finally you. What is your relationship with Graham?
This is Graham. He comforted me when, while visiting a model village, I suddenly became overwhelmed by my own enormousness.
So there we have it. Lee's team, where are you going to start?
Nicola, tell me what happened.
I had a really, really bad case of the hiccups on set in Dairy Girls, and it was ruining the day.
Could I just hear the sound of your hiccup, please?
It would be a fake hiccup, but you can.
But, yes, I'd like to hear it.
OK. Just, like, had that moment where I was like, Mr. Motivator's asking me to do a fake hiccup. Like, what is my life? This is so strange. OK.
What?
Oh, goodness.
I don't know, did that help?
That sounded like Chihuahua from a distance.
Chihuahua from a distance, that's a scent, isn't it?
Graham seems to be quite a normal-looking man.
Yeah.
And so what was so scary about him coming out of a cupboard?
No.
Are you easily scared?
No. So we were in this old school building, and he is the second AD. He was like, I will hide somewhere here. He was like, I'm going to get...
He told you he was
told
gonna
you?
hide.
Yeah, like, I knew it was going to happen.
And the
but
anticipation wasn't enough. You needed the shock.
it was literally the only thing.
Yeah.
What
And it
other
was the fact-
techniques did you try before you did that?
Tried to do that water upside down thing, but that's
Yeah.
a whole crock of rubbish.
Yeah.
Did you hold your breath and put your fingers in your ears?
Yeah.
What's the point of the fingers in the ears?
It stops air getting in your ears.
Yeah.
Stop you breathing out through your ears.
There's air getting in there to make you hiccup again.
Is that what causes it? Air going in the ears?
Just any air through any orifice.
What else do you have to put your finger in there?
You only have 2 fingers.
Well, you don't. You have 10. Did you really just say on national television, you've only got 2 fingers?
No one noticed, Lee. No one noticed that. I didn't know how many I had. Nicola, did you know Graham's name beforehand? Do you know all of the crew's name when you're filming?
You definitely know the second, because they're the ones that whenever you need to go to the bathroom, you have to ask them. Like you're in primary school.
You have to ask them to go to the toilet?
You do, and then
You're really method replaying this child, aren't you?
But if you have to go to the bathroom, they have to know where the actors are at all times. So there's a special code on a radio for when an actor's in the bathroom.
What's that code?
10-1.
Yeah.
10-1?
I have no idea what it stands for.
10-1, unless you need the other one, then it's 10-2.
So he jumps out of the cupboard.
Yes.
What happens?
I knew it was happening, so I sort of laughed and then realised that they were gone.
Oh. Well, right, who would you like to question next?
Dan.
Yes.
Just remind us of your statement, Dan.
This is Graham, and Graham is the secretary
of a highly exclusive club that I've got, and that club is called Egg Club.
OK, how many people are in this exclusive club?
You'd have to check with the secretary, Graham.
He can't tell us what.
I think 15, 16.
And when you say exclusive, have people tried to join and they've been turned away?
Yeah, in Egg Club, we have a very specific poaching method. It's one of those things that started as a bit of a joke. I put some pictures of some poached eggs on social media, and then lots of people started sending pictures of their poached eggs back to me. So I said, you're banned from Egg Club for not doing it right.
And how many people do you think you've banned over the years or months this has been going?
Maybe 100. In Egg Club, we're like a basic egg, so no sort of frills, no salmon or... what's that green stuff? I've forgotten what the green stuff is.
What, the green stuff?
Spinach?
No,
Avocado.
Avocado.
Somebody's banned from Avocado Club.
Graham sent me a picture of his eggs with no avocado, no salmon, just plain toast, butter, eggs. And I said, you're in, Graham. And then I send him a direct message and say, welcome to Egg Club. And
what does he say in reply to that?
He says, oh, fantastic.
Really?
Probably about a year into Egg Club. People start getting really angry that you're banned from... So I hosted an event about a year ago, and somebody came up to me with a plate with 2 poached eggs on it, and they said, you banned me from Egg Club 6 months ago. Can you check these to see if they're OK? And I said, when did you cook them? And he said, I cooked them yesterday. I said, well, you're clearly banned for another year. So...
Now, on social media, of course, you get a lot of celebrities, famous people. Have any of them had dalliances with your seemingly futile club?
Gordon Ramsay's banned.
No.
Did he send an egg, or did you just see him make an egg?
He made an egg, and somebody commented on his egg and said, oh, you're not going to get into Egg Club with that. And he said, I think it was, what the is Egg Club? And I said, foul language, banned for life. So...
Zane, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are you quite lonely?
No. I've got 3 kids and 2 jobs, but...
But still time for Egg Club.
What about David? Just remind us of your claim, David.
This is Graham, and he comforted me when, while going round a model village, I became overwhelmed by my own enormousness.
OK. Where was this model village?
It was in the Cotswolds.
Did you go on your own?
I did, yeah.
Is there a castle there?
No. If there'd been a castle, I wouldn't have gone to the model village. Because there'd be a castle.
OK, so this is interesting. So you think castles are better than model villages?
Oh, he loves castles.
So what else is on...
Not as much as him. That's why they call him Mr. Moat.
Why on earth did you go to a model village on your own?
I didn't have anything to do.
Was this recently?
It was a couple of years ago. I was working in the Stroud area.
Is that a euphemism?
Well, no.
OK.
Come on, look, you've got the moat thing. You're fine for a couple of years on it. So I was filming something round there. I had basically a day off, so I thought I'd go and sort of go somewhere nice.
And where were you when you cried? What particular part of the model village made you weep?
I think I had just passed the church.
Oh, that must have been a hell of a meal.
There was... yeah, absolutely. And, you know, with all those crenellations...
You're not sorted them out yet?
Very painful. Anyway, I just became... overwhelmed is the word. I couldn't bear the size of me and the smallness of the place. And I was tired. I was working very hard because, you know, as an actor, no one gives more than me.
Yeah.
And so I'm quite drained anyway. It was probably too ambitious to go to a model village that day. I should have just been resting.
When you talk about your acting and the extent to which you give, I don't think the viewer will realise the amount of research you do. And for you to play a sort of repressed, upper-middle-class Englishman, middle-aged, takes, months and months.
It's a huge stretch. It's a privilege.
I bet it was when you passed that church.
It's so difficult to deal. On the one side, I'm got Rob making an assault on my whole career. On the other side, you are persistently implying that I have crapped out an entire medieval building. I just don't know. I mean, I feel like Germany in the First World War fighting on two fronts. I'm going to turn fascistic in a few decades. That's what I'm saying.
So what did Graham do exactly?
Well, he comforted me.
How?
I had been overwhelmed, and I got to the point where I had to just lower myself, to at least get my head down to the level of the rooftops, because I was freaking out. The sort of sense of unearned power, the ability to smash and destroy. It felt like a bitter metaphor of humanity's predation on the earth. And I was just really...
Are you saying all this out loud at the time, are you?
No, I'm not saying anything out loud, but I am sort of crouching down next to, I think, a miniaturised shop with a Bovril advert on the outside.
Nice bit of detail.
Thank you. And Graham comes over and asks if I'm OK.
And what did you say?
Did Graham work there, or was he just another person enjoying the sights?
He worked there.
Okay.
And he says they get a lot of this.
Oh, really? Right. We need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Graham Nicola's hiccup hero, Dan's club cohort, or David's model mate?
Well, David is full of hogwash.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. You come onto a programme and you share something difficult and painful, and then this is how you're treated. Is this what would happen to me on Graham Norton? I don't think so. I think they'd mention the book and thank me for coming.
And Dan, as for your eggs, no way, Dan. The only thing that's remotely probably true is that Nicola. Because I look at Graham and he looks like the kind of person who would hide in a cupboard.
I think it's Egg Club. It's made me so furious, I think it's true.
You think it's Nicola? You think it's David?
OK, I think Nicola then as well.
OK, Nicola then.
We think that it is Nicola with her hiccups. Right. Graham, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Graham, and I'm the secretary of Dan's Egg Club.
Yes. And we can see one of the submissions to Egg Club now. Here it is. This is a picture that Dan was sent. That's what happens. They send it in. They say, "Morning, Dan. Surely worthy of Egg Club entry. Where do I pick up the keys?" And then Dan fires back with that. Unsanctioned rusty, lack of cutlery, overconfidence, banned from Egg Club application for 117 days. Thank you very much, Graham. So please welcome this week's special guest, Zade. I must play Super Mario again. Joel, what is Zade to you?
Oh, this is Zade. He came to my wedding, and when he started dancing, my mum started crying.
Joel's wedding wrecker. AJ, how do you know Zade?
So this is Zade, and I had to cut short our only date because he insisted on riding a penny farthing.
AJ's disappointing date. And finally, David, what is your relationship with Zade?
This is Zade. After being splashed by a transit van, I wore his trousers to a book signing.
Lee's team, where to begin?
Joel, when was your wedding?
It was in Mykonos.
Did I say when or were?
I said when.
When was your wedding?
Mykonos. When was it? Last September.
Last September. What was it about his dance that made your mum cry?
Well, I say dancing, it was moshing.
Was he the only one moshing?
He wasn't. Other people joined in with the moshing, and my mum thought they were fighting, and so
I see. Yeah. What was the music that was playing?
It was Papa Roach, Last Resort.
We have a sound team on this show that are pretty adequate. I think, even as we've been speaking, they've probably been searching... What was it called?
Papa Roach, Last Resort.
Hit it.
Cut my
Oh, that actually worked.
Oh, my God.
Last resort. Suffocation. No breathing.
OK, well, OK, stop that. Why on earth were you playing that at a wedding?
In Mykonos.
Yeah.
Especially given it was the first dance.
So...
Not very romantic, is it?
Yeah.
This is my last resort.
So we had our first dance, which was to a much more romantic song, and basically we had a party playlist sorted to start immediately after the first dance, and we should have, in hindsight, put it in some sort of order, but we actually just put it on shuffle.
Why didn't you pay for a DJ?
I'll be honest, I don't really understand the difference between a DJ and just, and Spotify.
Well, a DJ will feel the room. When you're DJing, David, you've told me it's about a vibe, isn't it?
Yes.
And you told me you sense the room.
My primary thought is fire safety.
So, when your mom saw him moshing...
Yeah.
Did she cry because of him or the general chaos?
I think my mum was crying with the general chaos, really, because everyone's just started moshing away. Then my mum was like, oh, my God, it's a fight. And my dad was like, oh, my God, it's a fight. And,
Have we found out yet how he knows Zade?
He goes to the gym that I used to go to.
And that's why you invited him to your wedding?
Yeah.
Did you invite all your gym people to your wedding?
Yeah, two gym people. There was only 29 people at the wedding, so I just
And two of them were randos from the gym?
Yeah. It's quite a bold move, isn't it, to go up to a strapping, muscly man and going, hiya, you ever been to Mykonos?
No, who would you like to quiz next?
AJ.
Right. Now, remind us, AJ, of the connection.
I had to cut short our date because he insisted on riding a penny farthing.
Did you meet him or did he come pick you up for the date?
No, we met.
And he was there on this bike. You were like, hey, Zade, how are you?
No, well, basically, we met in a bar. I had arrived before him, which was already annoying because I'm meant to arrive late, not you.
Yeah, come on, Zade. Did you ask him why he was late?
No.
And he said, well, have a look at my bike. You'll see why.
I just didn't know anything about the penny farthing at all. We was having a lovely time on the day, and so he's like, right, should we move on to the next place? We were like, whilst we were talking, he did say that he had a penny farthing, and I just thought he was joking. And then I get outside, and he's unchaining it, and I was like, oh, you wasn't joking.
So why did you cut the date short, though?
I did actually go on to the next place. However, at the next venue, didn't find a pole to chain his penny farthing to. So, whilst we're sat at the bar, he keeps looking out the window. Looking after this penny farthing.
I mean, it's one thing looking at other women on a date, but looking at a rusty old bike, that's too much, isn't it?
I'm not being funny, but it actually was.
Can I ask, AJ, is the big wheel at the front or the back?
I think it's at the front. I don't know.
How did he get on it?
I don't... But him.
How did he get on the bike?
I didn't get on the bike.
I know you
Trust
didn't.
me, I did not get on that bike.
Yeah. Well, you've had enough thinking time now. How did he get on the bike?
You just, got on it.
Right, you've explained it now. Thank you. In the pub, your only objection was that he was looking out for his... I presume it's an antique bike.
Listen, I don't know where he got the bike from, whether he got it from Halfords or the Antiques Roadshow. All I know...
What are the two?
I mean,
you sounded to me like someone who's quite hard work on a date, if you don't mind me saying. I understand now why he brought along his plastic screen, so he didn't have to listen to you anymore.
How did you cut it short? What did you say?
Basically...
On your bike.
All right. David, remind us of how it is that you know Zade.
He let me wear his trousers after I'd been splashed by a transit van and I had to go to a book signing.
Where were you?
On my way to Foyle's bookshop in London.
And where was Zade?
He worked at the bookshop.
Was Zade a humble assistant? Was he head of foils? What was he?
I'd be surprised if he was the chief executive of the company, but he worked in the bookshop.
So you get into the shop. Now, are these sort of khaki slacks? In which case, the stainage, if we can call it that, in your front trouser area is all the more alarming and does hint at perhaps problems of a urological type.
He's asking, did it look like you'd wet yourself?
It certainly might have done. Although, to be honest, my trousers were so wet, people would have admired me if they thought I could generate that amount of urine.
Did he offer his trousers, or was he forced by someone higher up the chain to strip off and give them to TV's David Mitchell?
He offered them. I came into the shop... sort of in a squelch, sort of walking, and this signing was starting in a few minutes, and I was embarrassed by my appearance, if you can imagine such a thing.
And were the three fans staring at you or were they looking the other way at this point? Were they?
There was quite a considerable queue of, you know...
For the toilet, so you couldn't use that.
And Zade was there representing the bookshop to say, oh, you're here for the signing of your book. And it's a brilliant book, he said.
So he says to you, why don't you use my trousers?
He had some spare trousers with him.
Oh, he had spare ones? Yes. I mean, how funny is your book?
But why did he have spare trousers?
Because he was going to the gym, where, you know, you meet people at the gym, don't you? And he was... they were like jogging bottoms.
So you did the book signing in jogging bottoms?
I did.
Would it not been more appropriate for him to wear the jogging bottoms and you to wear his trousers?
I felt that to suggest that would be a bit personal, and I didn't particularly... I thought, why not a pair of trousers that neither of us have worn that day?
Yeah, but it's an odd look, isn't it? Because I can imagine you turning up for a book signing, you've got your little checkered shirt on, your dicky bow, your little fez, and then you've got your tracksuit bottoms, and it's all tucked in to the... Hello, want me to sign that?
Obviously, with a book signing, you're sitting at a table, your legs aren't that visible.
Where in the shop did you go to change? Which section?
Please don't say the children's section.
In the back room, in the stock room area.
Right, and then at the end of after you'd signed your 3 books, she said, thanks for coming, Mum, thanks for coming, Dad. And then... and did you then... He liked that one, and he's not allowed to laugh. Did you then give him his trousers back, or did he say, oh, just take them, you can have them?
I gave him his trousers back.
What month were you going to foils?
It was November.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that does check out.
Well done, David. It could have rained in November.
Fortunately, I didn't pick one of those months where it never rains in Britain.
OK, Lee's team. Is Zade Joel's wedding wrecker, AJ's disappointing date, or David's legwear lender?
They're all implausible, aren't they?
Well, Joel's is implausible.
You don't think Joel?
The whole, I invited 2 random guys from my gym. These 2, I buy the dating thing big time. But I think that's a personal bias, yeah.
I think I buy it big time.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, if I was on a date and some guy was looking at his vehicle and not me, he's out. And then if the vehicle was a penny farthing, I'd be like, God, what a lunatic I picked up on the internet.
They just seem different types. I mean, it just doesn't ring true.
You don't know my type.
I do. I've tried ringing you many times and you never pick up.
So, Alex, if you had to plump for one of these...
Which I do.
Who would it be?
It would be AJ. Because I don't think people do get splashed by transit vans and puddles in real life.
You think it's AJ? You think it's AJ? It's AJ.
OK, Zade, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Zade, and my dancing made Joel's mum cry.
Zade is Joel's wedding wrecker. Thank you very much, Zade. So please welcome this week's special guest, Martin. So, Zand, what is Martin to you?
This is Martin, and when I accidentally shaved off a chunk of my beard, he lent me some of his.
Maya, how do you know Martin?
OK, so this is Martin, and he once exercised my car because I thought it was haunted.
And finally, Lee, your relationship with Martin.
This is Martin. He freed me after I got my fingers stuck in a bowling ball.
So there we have it. David, where do you want to begin?
Zade, so he lent you a section of his beard?
Yes, so I had shaved off that side of my beard by mistake, and I needed...
How did you do that?
You put the teeth on the beard trimmer so that you have to adjust it.
Yes.
And I didn't put the teeth on and shaved my cheek twice. Zup, zup, cleared the cheek. Then I needed replacement beard hair.
And where does this chap come in?
I was filming a television programme the next day, and the problem was that we'd already filmed some of it, and so I had to keep the beard, and I also have it in my contract that I always have to have a beard because I have an identical twin brother, and without the beard I look like him, and then I can't
I don't think that would be a problem, because you still had some of the beard. I think you'd still be distinguishable from your... Unless he had madly grown a partial beard.
OK, so how do you come into contact with someone? Is this a service that someone provides whereby if you misshave, he'll help you out?
No.
Do you regret your Brazilian?
Well, with the help of this man's hairy face...
So, Martin is a sound person or an acoustic engineer on the TV show that I was working on, and he kindly trimmed off a bit of his beard and allowed me to glue it to my face.
So how many days did you have to film? Because presumably you'd have to remove this hair at the end of the day. You can't go to bed with that, can you?
So, at the end of the day, Martin gave me an envelope of his beard trimmings.
Oh,
he trimmed
get away.
I carried the envelope. I had to film for the rest of the weekend, in fact, into the next week. And so for about 5 or 6 days, I was gluing... I had some eyelash glue and I was gluing...
Because he gave you an envelope of his hair.
So he gave you a couple of clumps on that first day, and at the end of the day, he said, well, there you go, that'll see you through until the middle of next week.
So, and he must have lost a fair bit of his, then.
It's a mighty beard.
It's a dense beard, I will say that.
His beard does it like a feeder beard, like it's designed just to feed other beards.
Yes. It's like...
Wholesaler beard.
Right, who would you like to quiz next?
Maya, this car. What model of car was it?
Mercedes 500.
And what made you think it needed exorcising?
OK, well, I have quite a spiritual Swedish nan. Yeah. And I was telling her that it's always quite cold. There's 2 seats in the car. It's always quite cold. It feels like there's wind coming in, even when all the windows and there's no holes in it or anything like that. And sometimes when I go into my car park, which is underground, I have felt like someone touched me a couple of times, just on the shoulder or, like, there. And so I told her about it, and she was like, I know this guy Martin.
And it's probably him.
She said, you should have a little chat with Martin. He does this kind of thing. He goes and he'll get rid of the bad spirits and stuff like that. And if it is your new car, then it's best that you get it sorted out, you know?
I got to say, you did say... So your nan's Swedish?
Yeah.
Martin does look strikingly Scandinavian.
He does, actually, doesn't he? You could imagine him on a hardwood floor.
What are you doing on this hardwood floor, Rob?
Being Swedish. Yeah, maybe it's a hardwood floor for a while. With high-quality hi-fi, nice speakers. So, your nan said that he does this sort of thing. What does she mean by that?
Well, he's a medium. That's what these sort of people do.
Well, a medium is not the same as an exorcist.
Well, I was going to say, medium isn't the same as an extra large.
No, I don't know.
To be clear, he's not a priest.
No, he doesn't...
That's your classic person who can do exorcism, is a priest.
I don't think they do cars, though. I mean, I know things have gone bad for the church, but...
Exorcism is quite a loose term here, because I know there are a lot of people that they clear energy.
Yeah, like they read your cards and they say, oh, there's someone in the room and that kind of stuff.
So he's more of a general...
charlatan.
He's a ghost.
If it's true, I'm going to get killed, but it's not true because he got my finger stuck in a bowling ball and helped her out. If it was true.
So, Maya, talk us through what he did. for you?
So I'm going to be honest, I wasn't in the car. It's a two-seater. He got in the car. I stayed a little bit away.
So there wasn't room for you and him and the ghost?
Of course not. And then, basically, I watched from a distance. He was shouting for a little while. And then he did vibrate a little bit. And then that was about it.
So like this?
So you were a bit further away. So did you see him just...
I just saw a shaking bearded man.
What was
Could
he
you
saying?
see his hand when he was vibrating?
Yes, that's important.
I can't remember. His hands were on show.
All right. His hands were on show, as far as we know. And
Yeah.
how did he finish? No, Roman, Kent! What would your listeners think?
No, how did it end? He came out of the car and then he said, well, I've done what I can. I've had a word.
Done what I can.
She does so well, and then she gets to the end and she's like, then he just got out and said, see you later, bye, there you go. It's almost the last bit, and you just drop the ball.
I'm having a laugh. I'm playing along. But he did. He said he basically had finished what he needed to do. He'd come to the end of the exorcism.
So did he give you any feedback about what he'd cleared?
Well, he did. He looked at me and he said, like that. No, he acknowledged the fact that there was, in fact, something in there.
So he didn't say you've wasted your money hiring me. That needed doing.
He confirmed.
That was a big one in there.
OK, so what exactly did Martin say that he found?
Well, he wasn't that clear, I'll be honest. He just said it was a spirit. I think there's levels to this ghost talking stuff. Like it
Spirit levels.
How far in?
OK. Now, what about Lee? Remind us, Lee, of your claim.
This is Martin, and he once helped me when I got my fingers stuck in a bowling ball.
Oh. So when was this?
This was about a year ago.
And who are you bowling with? Family trip?
It was my son's birthday.
Oh.
What was Martin's job at the bowling alley?
He didn't have a job at the bowling alley. He was in the lane next to me.
Yeah. Which finger got stuck?
It was those two fingers got stuck.
They both got stuck?
I know.
Wow. And above the knuckle, did you...
Not tonight, darling.
Did you plunge them in?
So I went into the ball.
Like that.
I'm thinking, hello. And then I'm thinking, it's the something... I've picked up the wrong ball. Picked up a 12 kilogram, not a 14. I've only gone and put my fingers in all that's too small. My fingers are stuck. Oh, well. Give me something to talk about on the show.
So how did he get him out? How did he get him out?
He said, are you all right, mate? And I said, I've actually got my fingers stuck in the ball. And he said, well, can I help you? I said, I don't know. Are you qualified? And he said, no, I've never done anything like this in my life. I said, well, neither have I. That's two of us.
This is sounding quite romantic now.
Yeah, so I touched his face gently, but knocked him out.
Yeah. Then later he came round.
Yes. I said, how did you get my address? He said, can I help you? I said, you tell me. So he said, all right, let's see if we can pull it off. So he held on. The children held my arm as he pulled. Right. And it didn't work. So he said, why don't I go to the kitchen and get something to use as a sort of lubricant?
OK.
And he came back with quite a large tub of butter.
When he's gently lubing your fingers up...
Yeah.
And there's a man you've never met before and your wife's off and it's just you and him... What were you talking about?
Oh, you know, we were chewing the fat. And he said, don't, we'll need that.
Is that what did it?
Eventually, the lubrication and the excessive pulling and a little bit more pulling from the opposite direction from my wife and the kids at the party resulted in and out it came.
All right, so we need an answer. So David's team, is Martin Zahn's bearded buddy, Maya's car cleanser, or Lee's finger freer?
I think I'm sceptical about Lee's story, but the problem is that the other two stories are, one is that he exorcised a car, and the other is that he lent some beard hair.
It's definitely Zander.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fine. We're fine.
So you're willing to accept that this man took clippings from his own beard, put them into an envelope, gave them to Zand, and he then stuck them onto his face.
Rob, if you were to take trimmings of your beard, what exactly... And you had to give them to someone, what exactly are you meant to be putting them in anyway?
Tupperware.
What did you say he worked in? He works in the audio department.
He could work in the audio department,
Yeah.
but also he could be a Scandinavian exorcist, I suppose. I haven't seen many Scandinavian
Could work in a bowling
exorcists.
alley.
No.
He didn't work in a bowling alley, did he? He just happened to be there.
No, hang on, he didn't work. That's why I was getting confused, because he was temping.
Maya, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah,
I believe
actually
in
do.
ghosts. Do you? Why do you believe in ghosts?
Why not?
Well, because they patently don't
Oh, you're not
exist.
going to logic bomb me. We
No,
can
but
believe
I
it.
mean, OK, if there's so many ghosts, well, if ghosts exist, why are they always in isolated places rather than absolutely cramming central London?
I don't think-
People have been living and dying in misery in central London for 2,000 years in that square mile. You shouldn't be able to move for ghouls. And yet you don't see them there in the modern office blocks, or with the plague, or being eaten by a lion in Roman times, or having their head chopped off for no reason. Oh, no, it's in one pub where a total of 2,000 people have lived ever. That's where the ghosts hang out. It doesn't make any sense.
So what are you going to say, David?
OK.
What are you going to say?
It's 100% under.
Right, well, are we happy to go with that?
I think so.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Saying it's sand. OK. Martin, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Martin, and I lent Xander my beard.
Yes, Martin is Zan's bearded buddy. Thank you very much, Martin. So please welcome this week's special guest, Johnny. So, Johnny, what is Johnny to you?
This is Johnny, and we once pretended to be members of Take That to get backstage at a gig.
Right. Johnny's boy band buddy. Anna, how do you know Johnny?
This is Johnny, and it's my fault that he had to climb a mountain twice in one day.
Right. Anna's unhappy hiker. And finally, Lee, your relationship with Johnny.
This is Johnny. At school, we both fell victim to Brian Pimento's infamous biscuit con.
So there we have it. David, where would you like to begin?
Johnny, what did you do with him? You snuck backstage?
Well, we didn't sneak.
Yeah.
What we did is we convinced an ignorant promoter in the early days of Take That that we would Take That. We didn't only snuck backstage, we wanted to go on as Take That.
And you said that you were actually in the band?
We said that we were the band. We were at a local county show, and we decided it would be a good idea. Take That had just released It Only Takes a Minute Girl. So
Which is an unusual brag.
And they weren't that well known, so they booked them cheap, and we decided to just chance our arm and pretend that we were them.
And which particular member, because I'm struggling here to think who it would be.
This was a stroke of genius. Johnny told them that, like, every boy band needs one that's, like, everyone thinks they stand a chance with, and that was me. You always need one in the band that you think, yeah, I could.
Yeah. and that, Rob, is why we have you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So where was this?
At a big show.
Well, a big show, that's not very specific.
Oh,
you said it was at a county show.
Yeah, right.
I'm imagining there's a lot of livestock being sold and displayed. But
it wasn't that far.
Right.
Because before we were due to go on stage, they just judged the best rabbit.
I can totally imagine a kind of event where early in the evening they judge the best rabbit and then Take That comes on. But just in case not everyone can picture it, can we have some details?
It was St Helens.
What county is St Helens in?
Merseyside, and yet with the Cheshire postcode. Sort that out.
When was this,
It was
Johnny?
a big show. It was a big show.
Johnny, what happened? Did you get up onto stage?
No, what we did is we turned up and announced ourselves as Take That.
Yes, but there's only two of you.
He was better looking at the time. You know, marriage and running a pub hadn't ravaged him. And we turned up and just announced that we were Take That.
And how far did you get with it?
We got backstage. they were running late, so we were going to go on as Take That.
Right.
And there was only one guy who, outside of myself, who'd seen the video.
Yeah.
And just as they were about to announce us on, he ran up and told us to get out.
All right. Who would you like to question next?
OK. First question, Anna. Is what Johnny's saying true? The fact that you're considering it is bad news for your story. Can you remind us of your story? Something about a mountain twice.
Yes, it's my fault. He had to climb a mountain twice in one day.
Which was the mountain?
It's called Cat Bells.
Anyone heard of a mountain called Cat Bells?
It sounded like she was trying to say Kathmandu and forgot the rest. Cat Bells.
Where's Cat Bells?
It's this country, my love. It's near Keswick in the Lake
District. In the Lake District.
What was Johnny? Was he like with you on a trip? Was he your guide, or was he like an ambulance person?
Has it got to be one of the three?
I'm giving options.
OK, well, don't go through them all. We'll be here all day. Was he a fireman? Was he a postman? Was he a friend of your cousin or your cousin's friend? Was he your Uncle Pete or your Uncle Bob or your Auntie Pauline? Or just, you could use another system. Who was he?
Who was he?
Who was he?
Johnny's my friend.
Why was he and were you going up Cat Bells?
Because it was like an anniversary, friend group anniversary. Leave the children at home, get on the bits, but earn the things and do a bit of exercise.
Get on the bits and earn the things. She's making perfect sense. Get on the bits and earn the things.
What do you mean?
Have you had a bang on the head? Get on the bits and earn the things, isn't it? What?
So
what are you talking about?
Yes, yeah. Lee's question. Please answer Lee's question.
We're marking 25 years of friendship.
Right.
To earn the night out.
This is the exercise that you're doing to justify getting drunk later.
Yeah.
And you go up Cat Bells.
Yep.
Tired, nice view. You go down Cat Bells. Why do you make him go up again?
Because I realised that I had lost my phone and presume my phone is at the top.
How long does it take to get up Cat Bells?
About 2.5 hours.
Good Lord.
So I'm having a little, episode, a weep and a cry, and Johnny volunteers to go back up and get it.
Right.
And is that because Johnny fancies himself as Wolverine?
I've not seen those films. Is he a great phone fetcher?
Neither have I, but he's very Hugh Jackman.
Have you not seen that film, David? Wolverine phone fetcher?
I think it's more that he's a very kind person, and I know a few things about Johnny, so...
So a mixture of goodwill and blackmail.
Yeah, I'm hasten to add, when Johnny was in my life, in my story, he was a very generous person. He always went out of his way to help.
In my story, he's an intolerable pillock.
So he goes back up to get the phone, then what happens?
And then I realised the phone is on my person. Johnny came back down and said, I'm so sorry I couldn't find it. And then I just said, oh dear, and kept hidden that I actually had it.
And when did you come clean?
Last New Year.
How did Johnny react when you told him?
He was pretty good-natured. He likes exercise.
All right, now what about Lee's story? So, just remind us, Lee, what it is you're trying to convince us of.
This is Johnny, and when we were at school, we both fell victim to Brian Pimento's biscuit con.
Who is Brian Pimento, and what was his biscuit con?
Good question.
Brian Pimento was a kid in our school who was a few years older than me and Johnny.
So how old were you at this point?
11 or 12.
And what was his biscuit con?
Well, he approached us in the playground and said, hello, boys, I've hidden a biscuit. Do you want to find it? He said that his dad worked for McVitie's as a lorry driver.
Yes.
And that he could get us a whole tin of assorted biscuits each. Ooh. Those big Christmassy ones with 3 layers.
And what did you have to do to get these?
Well, he said, so if your parents smoke, and you can take some cigarettes from them and give them to me. I'll exchange it for 2 big tins of triple-stacked, Christmas-assorted biscuits.
How many cigarettes did he require for those biscuits?
5 each.
That's a good deal.
For who?
For, I would say for you.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Hey, David, let's talk.
You stole 5, and Johnny stole 5 from his parents?
Didn't ask where he got his from.
OK.
You never ask questions with these sort of things. I said to him, where'd you get your cigarettes from? And he went...
I thought you said you never ask questions with these sorts of things.
No, that's what I learned when I said, where'd you get your cigarettes from?
So this was the next day, you turn... Is it?
No,
day?
that evening.
That evening?
Meet us in the woods.
Nice and specific.
Meet us in the woods tonight. And, and bring your keyboard.
What happened?
What happened?
He came, and we thought he'd be on his own, like he was when he offered us the deal. From the bushes, 3 lads appeared either side of him. He took the cigarettes, he said, thank you. And then they all started laughing their heads off at us.
Oh, shame.
And said,
Lee.
Ain't no biscuits, son.
All right, well, we need an answer. Is Johnny Johnny's boy band buddy, Anna's unhappy hiker, or Lee's scammed schoolmate?
What do you think?
I think it's Anna's hiker. I think that's the one that has the biggest ring of truth for me.
Lee's story was, you know, fine. But the thing is, you and Johnny are not the same age.
Don't listen to her, Johnny. She's being very rude to you.
I see a lot of myself in Anna. And I would have gone up a mountain for bits. So I believe that side of it, and I think...
So you both think it's Anna.
What are you thinking, David?
We're going to go with Anna.
OK. Yeah. Right. So, Johnny, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Johnny, and Johnny and I pretended to be members of Take That.
Yes, Johnny is Johnny's boy band buddy. Thank you very much, Johnny.